Hello, students. Today we are going to discuss the poetic devices used by the poet in My Mother at 66. Firstly, a poetic device named as enjambment. As you know that enjambment is a continuation of a sentence. It's a continuation of sentence. Continuation of sentence without a pause. So the poem My Mother and at 66, as we can see here that there is no pause. If we look at the lines of this poem, we can see here that there is no pause. There is a continuation of thoughts. There is the overflowing thought process. The poem, it is like a long sentence from the start to the end. We can see that the poem, it represents the best example of the enjambment. So the first poetic device is enjambment. Now the rhyme scheme. As I already told you that the poem is like a long sentence. So the poet does not use any identifiable rhyme scheme in this poem. No rhyme scheme has been used. Rhyme scheme. So we can also call it that it's a free verse. It's a type of it's like a long sentence. Another poetic device is simile. In this poem, the poet uses a device of simile on two instances. In first, she compares her mother's face with that of a corpse by using the word like. Here we can see in this line, in these two lines, doors open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse. That means her face, the mother of the face of the face of her mother, it has been compared by using the word like to that of a corpse. This is the first example of simile. She again compares her mother with a late winter's moon by using word as. So here we can again see that I looked again at her van pale as a late winter's moon. That means that she compared her mother with a late winter's moon. Okay, that means her mother has lost its shine. The face of her mother is now shine less. That means it is not no more a happy face. She finds depression, she finds sadness, she finds paleness at the face of her mother. So she compared her mother with a late winter's moon. Another device is that of personification. Personification is used to bestow human qualities to something that is not human. In this poem, the poet uses a device of personification. Personification with respect to the trees. Trees sprinting. That means young trees sprinting. She imagines that the trees to be figures that are running alongside her car. Running, sprinting. Running is the attribute of humans. So she gave this attribute to the trees. Trees sprinting, just as they are human, they are running alongside her car. Another device that has been used in this poem is repetition. A repetition, we can see here that smile, smile, smile. And this word has been repeated 3 times in this poem. Why the poet has laid emphasis on this word? It is based on the fact that she made a desperate effort to cover up her anxiety. and agonizing thought of her mother's impending death by putting up a smile to bid her a cheerful goodbye. So she uses this word smile, smile, smile. This we call as a repetition. Imagery is also being used in this poem. Imagery, we can see it Mary children spilling. This is the this is we call it as imagery. Married children spilling out of their homes. It creates an imagination of youthful and exuberant children. It also describes them as they are full of life, they are full of happiness. So this is the example of imagery. Another very important device that has been used in this poem is juxtaposition. Juxtaposition is actually putting two things together so as to create the contrasting effect. Juxtaposition has been used in this poem, as if you look at the first four lines. These first four lines, it exhibits the sadness, but to put away these the negative thoughts, the poet, she shifts her ideas from sadness to the happiness. When she was looking out of her car at young trees sprinting. This young tree sprinting, it exhibits life, but in the first line it doesn't exhibit any, it exhibit actually the sadness. And if you look at the last few lines of this poem, it again exhibits the sadness, it exhibits the death. So here is the shift of ideas from sadness to happiness to again to sadness. So this we call as juxtaposition. Thank you.